Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's get back into it. Gotta reopen all the doors again.
Maybe I was. It's none of your business where my business goes.
Mug. Okay. What did the mug do for us?
Go on up, sir. They're waiting.
Well, fancy meeting you here. Just, here for a drink, myself.
Uh-huh.
Well, you look like you have coin to spend, at least. Welcome to the Blooming Rose. My people offer 3 types of service. For 2 sovereigns, you get the royal treatment. 1 sovereign gets you the standard services. For 50 silver, someone pretends to like you for an hour.
Huh. No, thank you. We're good for now.
I'll need to think about it.
Of course.
You were at least polite to me, just because I look like I have coin.
Mistress Hall, what will you have today?
So I'm known here at the
I
Blooming
noticed you
Rose.
talk about vulgar things quite a bit.
Do you want me to stop? Do I make you uncomfortable?
It was just an observation, really.
It's a bad habit I picked up spending years with foul-mouthed pirates. Pirates only care about a small number of very specific things. The sea, strong drink, and booty. Both kinds.
So it must be quite a struggle to be a female pirate amongst male pirates like that. But she just seems to hold her own quite well. Hidden chest. Okay, what's over here? Alright, moving on. Wait a minute. There's a quest.
I
What's
used
this
to be
quest?
like you know.
You used to be a woman.
No.
That explains a lot.
My family put me in the chantry because I was giving them a bad name. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I found peace. I found a purpose. Before I came here, I used to be out to all hours. Drinking, whoring. I didn't believe in anything except my own pleasure.
Why couldn't I have met you then?
I know, right, Isabella? Sebastian's got a stick up his butt now. So what's this quest marker over here that I see? It's out in the middle of nowhere. Harriman Estate, okay.
strange. The door's wide open, and not a single guard posted. This is not the Lady Harriman I remember.
And all the lights are out. Well, sort of. It's dark.
There is something very wrong in here.
What's over here? This spooks me. I want to bring out Cody. Let's make sure that there's nothing around here that's gonna spook us. He's gonna be our guard dog.
More! You lazy son of a bitch! What's taking so long?
Flora?
Why does no one in this house care what I want? More wine, or I swear I will drown you in the dregs.
She doesn't even see us. This is no normal wine.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we came from here. I'm pretty sure. God, this house is confusing.
I need more wine. Anything?
More logs. It must be molten. You, more coins. I want every scrap of gold in this house.
Please, Mazar!
There's nothing to fear. You'll be beautiful. Pour it over her.
Don't! You'll kill her! He can't hear me.
Nice one.
Perhaps I should be the one.
We must end this madness.
Yes. Something's going on. Something fishy.
I visited this house often as a child. They could not have concealed such goings-on.
The Vale family.
Oh, lower, lower.
I beg your pardon, Hawk. I did not mean to expose you to such things.
No
Oh,
apologies
jeez.
necessary.
No, the feather. Use the feather. Where have you been all my life? Today, I am more than a man. Come, felicitate me.
That's a great line. I should use that. Oh, I could get it embroidered on my blouse.
He has no idea we're here. I've known Ruxton Harriman my whole life. He's a complete prude.
That's my kind of prude.
Where's your brother? Let's ask him to join us.
Oh god.
Now, you be the naughty apprentice.
Flora Harriman's diary. 11th day of Harvestmere. What can be happening? First father, now Brett. I can't talk to either of them anymore. I don't know what they're drinking, but they are lost in their own little world. And mother doesn't care. Should she even be here? All she talks about is Starkhaven and marrying me off to that idiot Goran Vale. What madness has come over this place?
And I'll be the Templar torturer. You know what they say about a man with big hands.
Oh god.
You know what they say about a man with big hands.
Please stop. What is down this way? Can I go in here? Flora Harmon's diary. 10th day of Harvestmere. Father is behaving so oddly. Today he pinched my buttocks. Just reached around the table, and I can't imagine what would make him do such a thing. And to the servant girls as well. Some of the things he says would truly make a sailor blush. I told the maids to lock up the wine, but it hasn't made any difference so far. I'm going to the Chantry tonight to pray for him. Divine Justinia V. Starkhaven longbow. That'll be nice for Sebastian.
Turn back. There is nothing here for you.
Odd. When we watched you being a drunken ass, you ignored us completely.
You shall not enter.
Oops.
Demons, temptresses. We must see what greater evil they were protecting.
Underground passage. Gather your party and venture forth.
A ruin, so close to Hightown. I remember no such thing. In the shadows, more of them!
Come on. What is this place? This is obviously where the demons come from, but why? Where are we? This doesn't look like Kirkwall. You know what, I just realized we didn't do Sebastian's tactics. Let's do that real quick. Character, Sebastian, tactics. Okay, so you're still a scrapper. Okay, that's good.
Our cause is righteous.
back here. Nothing back there. Okay, back. Back we go. Sweet. What's up here? Nada. Man, this is a deep tunnel. Are we going to the dark roads? Or to the deep roads? Not the dark roads. The Demon's Gift. Rebel. Lady Harriman. Oh god, not this again. Son of a bitch.
Starkhaven will not submit. I put that idiot Goran Vale into the prince's seat, but the other families won't heed him. I must marry him to Flora and solidify our hold. But I need more power.
I've given you much. Your desires run deep. You've already traded your husband and your children. What more can you offer?
At the Blooming Rose, 50 silver's standard for a hall.
You'll hardly find my services standard.
Who is this? Who are you? How did you get here? Sebastian!
You were my mother's friend. How could you murder her?
Such an ugly word. I prefer remove the only obstacle between her and her dreams.
This was your idea.
I could create such desires if I wished. But it's far easier to nurture those that already exist. The desire for power is easy to find. You and your friend both possess it, do you not? You both wish to rise.
Not if it meant selling out my family.
How loyal were your friends to you? Everyone has a price. Everyone wants something.
Do not listen to her.
Oh, such a pious soul, masking so much ambition. Are you so different from my lady? You yearn for the same lands, the same power.
I am the rightful heir. She is a usurper and murderer.
You swore to put aside worldly goods and ambitions, but they couldn't stop you from wanting them.
You'll be a good ruler. It doesn't matter what you do to get there.
I'm not acting from ambition. I only want what's best for my people.
For the people who'll adore you. All those smiles they used to save for your brother. Now you'll be the shining prince. All you have to do is kill anyone in your way.
Okay. So it's interesting that the way to fix it was to press escape. That's all you have to do is to just press escape and that fixes it. Such a weird thing.
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for Lady Harriman's.
Back to the Harriman estate. Oh, I leveled up, so let me level up first. Duelists.
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for Lady Harriman's soul.
Sebastian, I am so sorry is such an inadequate word. When I think what Mother made us do, what those creatures made us do.
We were friends, Flora.
It was like a cloud came down on me. All I could feel or think was what the demon allowed.
Did your mother order the attack on Sebastian's family?
She did. You know Mother, Sebastian. She was always jealous of your parents. The demon twisted that until it was all she could think of. She was determined to seize Starkhaven for herself.
Was your mother a mage? How did she find this demon?
We've never had magic in our line. Perhaps that made Mother too confident. She thought she could deal with the demon and not fall prey to it.
Right. It is demons who should be feared, not mages.
Those ruins there were unearthed when we expanded the house. Mother found the demon inside. I think she had signed her bargain before we even knew.
So you get all the debauchery and none of the blame?
I wish I was so lucky.
Do not suggest I did this by choice.
It's a demon of desire, Flora, not coercion. It can't tempt you with anything you truly don't want.
If it takes every last coin my family owns, I will make reparations to everyone we've wronged. Starting with you, Sebastian. We weren't the only ones vying for Starkhaven. If you face more opposition, you have my support.
It will not make up for what happened.
No, that's true.
I'll tell you when I need you.
Why does Sebastian hate us? What the fuck? We helped him. Sebastian! Why? God, that's so dumb. Whoever decides love-hate relationships did a terrible job, I feel like. Did we read this? I don't think we read that. First day of Harvestmere. Mother finally began her expansion to the estate today. She brought in 24 men from the Imperium, whom I'm sure were slaves, and they've been excavating the hillside behind the house. The dirt is awful, and the noise. Must they shatter every rock in Kirkwall? It's been quite quiet since lunch, though, and Mother is behaving very strangely. She's now talking about stopping the expansion, just like that, with no explanation. She never tells me anything. Little did you know. Alright.
Is that supposed to be Andraste's face on your crotch?
What?
That belt buckle thing. Is that Andraste?
My father had this armor commissioned when I took my vows as a brother.
I'm just not sure I'd want the maker seeing me shove his bride's head between my legs every morning.
Back to the Chantry. Okay, let's see here. Where to go to next?
All right, let's just get this over with.
A duel?
No, the sermon. The finger-wagging, the guilt trips. Telling me how an unexamined life isn't worth living.
I wasn't going to...
You weren't? You weren't going to tell me to comfort the needy and give freely of myself?
From what I hear, you already give yourself quite freely.
Ooh, you got me there.
I had hoped prayer might cleanse me of the Desire Demon's touch, but I still hear her voice so clearly. I feel like I've bathed in filth that will never come off.
Wash behind the ears. Evil usually gets stuck there.
The demon didn't lie. I used to be bitterly jealous of my brother. I wanted to be prince. Now everything he had is mine. And he lies in ashes. I keep asking myself, do I want this because it's right? Or simply to have what I never thought I could?
Aren't you your parents' heir?
I'm the youngest son of 3. My parents were rather traditional. They wanted the heir and the spare, and I was left in the cold. They put me in the Chantry to prevent my competing with my brothers.
You seem very dedicated to the Chantry. You were put there against your will?
At first. But it was the best thing that could have happened. I was a wild boy, a shame to my family. The Chantry made me a man. It's odd. When I wanted to rule, I would have been terrible at it. Now that I might be decent, I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
Why am I the one to do this? I think he must take back his land. Sometimes rulers don't have a choice about their rule, and that's just the sacrifice.
Don't let the demon make you doubt yourself.
In trying to retake Starkhaven, I have already brought death to so many. Could I ever do enough good as Prince to justify that?
Real princes don't worry about who they step on their way to the top.
I know you've done great things in Kirkwall, Hawke. I imagine your methods haven't always been scrupulous, but you clearly do more good than harm. I just don't know if I can follow that road.
Why does Sebastian hate us? Oh my god, that's so dumb. Why does he hate us?
I think this is yours.
My grandfather's bow, but where did you get it?
One of the Flint Company men did some looting. I figured I'd return the favor.
Thank you. It's hard to mourn the loss of a thing while my family lies dead. But I did think of it.
What's the story behind that bow?
As the youngest son, it was my place to lead Starkhaven's militia. But I never had a talent for swordplay. Too much getting hit. My grandfather said the bow is the wise man's weapon. You can defend your city without opening its gates. Grandfather said the day I could pull the string on his bow, it would be mine.
Then why didn't you have it with you?
I was 13 when my grandfather made me that promise. I would rise at dawn to practice my shots until I could hit the eye slit of a helmet from the top of the ramparts. But my parents pledged me to the Chantry before I could show him.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was a man of the world, Prince of Starkhaven. But he had the most unshakable faith in the Maker. When my parents threatened to pledge me to the Chantry, he told me he'd gladly trade his title for a life of contemplation. The Maker ordained a place for each of us, I remember him saying. We have only to serve.
You can't shoot your family at a charging bandit and stop him dead between the eyes.
Do you hold nothing sacred, Hawke? Still, I'll stop dwelling on what can't be fixed and appreciate this gift you've found for me. I look forward to testing it.
Yay, we got +5 back.
Your grandparents would be so proud of you. When I was a girl, the Amels were one of our most prominent families. I'm glad to have one of their line in the estate again. How can I help you?
What is the Chantry's stance on the Qunari presence here?
Would it help anything for us to get involved? Or is it more likely to light the kindling? If the Qunari act against us, the Templars will defend Kirkwall. Otherwise, we guard ourselves best by waiting.
How long have you been Grand Cleric?
I became a lay sister here when I was only a girl. My parents died of fever, and I was taken in by the Chantry. Eventually, I took my vows. After I had served for some time, the revered mothers agreed that I should travel to Orlais. The Divine herself appointed me Grand Cleric of Kirkwall. That was near 30 years ago.
You knew my grandparents?
I dedicated your mother into the Chantry. She was a beautiful baby. Your grandmother was a very proper lady, but she was beside herself that day. And your mother put a fist in my eye.
Are you intending to stay neutral about the Qunari mages forever?
The Maker's time is not men's time. We do not need to rush.
I'll have to remember that line the next time I'm late.
The Chantry is not a domineering father with the whip always in hand. She is a gentle mother who knows her children learn best when allowed to learn themselves.
Interesting. Got some leveling up to do. Level up, level up. ability to use. Okay, so you use precision. So I guess we don't even need to put points into these other two. Alright, let's switch out our party. Let's get Aveline back. There we go.
How are you so successful with men? You're not that pretty.
Cast a wide enough net and you're bound to catch something.
At least you're willing to admit it.
Trust me, I've heard "get away from me, you pirate hag" more times than I care to count.
Doesn't that bother you?
Why should it? They don't know me. I know me.
Level up, Aveline. Cool. And then I need to switch weapons. Back to my longbow. This is so time consuming. This is why I don't want to switch weapons all that often. Don't. Let's bring this back out. Put it there. There we go. Darktown? Let's go to the Black Emporium, actually. Let's see if there's anything new to buy. Maybe we should get a few reset abilities while we're here.
Look around. So many things to admire.
The basket of lost socks. I guess I got shit to sell. Fade's Fury. Ooh, that's a much better bow. Oh, but it's restricted to Sebastian. Okay. Does it level up? Improves with level up. Okay. I think we need one for... So yeah, Maker's Sigh. This concoction allows whoever consumes it to permanently reallocate his or her attributes, specializations, and spells or talents. Okay. Let's see here. We need one for Sebastian, one for Fenris, one for Meryl. We have 7 companions. So who else? Varric doesn't need it. Who else? Isabella doesn't really need it. Even though her dexterity's at 58, I want it to be at 50. But we'll get there. We'll get back to 58 eventually, I'm sure, with her. Aveline definitely doesn't need it. Bethany's no longer a companion. Who else? So that's 4 people who don't need it. Anders. Does Anders need it? Give it to Anders. Sure. And if not, then we'll give it to Isabella. Spindleweed. Okay. Let's go to some place where we can switch out party members quickly. Anders, let's actually give one to you now if you need it. You don't really need it. Isabella could use it more, I think. Okay. It goes to Isabella. Cool. And then come here, do that, all of that, some of this, and we need to do all this. Okay, cool. Much better. The Enigma of Kirkwall.
You're right.
About
knowing who you are. I'm the captain of the guard. I'm loyal, strong, and I don't look too bad naked.
Exactly. And if I called you a mannish, awkward, ball-crushing do-gooder, you'd say...
Shut up, whore.
That's my girl.
See, they get along.
Here you've got a nice little setup in Hightown. Sounds pretty sweet.
Carta people are tough.
Don't like Darktown? Dark.
That's not very nice. What if I don't want to die? And I don't like Darktown? What do I do then?
Stay away from me.
Jake the Black.
Rather be freaked down here,
Anything over this way? Or is this where we came from? That's where we came from. No, it's not. Aha.
Turn up your purses, Kirkwall. The leases of Javaris Tintop are up for grabs.
Anything over here? Nope. Let's go on over to Anders Clinic then, I guess.
Poor sods. Look at them. There's no hope in this place.
Maybe I should find a nicer place.
And that will, stop the itch.
Yes. Though I would stay away from women you meet in the port. Pirates tend to dock in unsavory places.
I heard that.
Just use the salve if it comes back.
Excuse me.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you?
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
I can't say you've been keeping a low profile.
The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Justice must not know where to turn first.
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the right moment to strike. And I can't say I have any greater patience. I fear what my anger has made of my friend.
What's the worst that can happen? You turn into an abomination and start... Never mind. Bad joke.
My control is fraying. I cannot hold back Justice, or whatever creature he has become, much longer. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can, but this impasse cannot last. One day, everyone in Kirk will have to choose a side.
What's that supposed to mean, Anders? Alright, you guys, well, I'm gonna have to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been the lovely Miss Scarlet Fox. Please be sure to like the video, comment all the comments, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.